Hey guys, okay, so I haven't went live on YouTube in a very long time. So I'm hanging out, crocheting, got a poncho that I'm adding the hood to. This one's for my daughter for Christmas. So yeah, not the best lighting. Want to be outside, but they're mowing. The city's mowing. So I'm just gonna hang out. See how far we get. Adding the hood. I'm open for chats. Anybody wants to ask questions, communicate. I've got this ball of yarn that's left from making this poncho. It's right here. It's got the tassels on it, so I'm just pulling it because I don't want it to roll. Because that would be bad. I'm just pulling some at a time. Waiting for people to hop on. I know a lot of people's at work at the moment. Say hi if you're in the comments. If you're watching. Down to talk to anybody. I'm here at my house. Pulling yarn. Okay. Oh boy. I figure out how to read the comments. Is this the comments? Is this the comments? How do I read the comments? Oh, okay. Never mind. I think I figured it out. Okay. Got the comments open. So I'm currently making a poncho for my daughter for Christmas, and I'm about to be making other people's gifts, but I'm adding the hood on now to this one. So just hanging out. Haven't gone live in a while. So just open for chats, open to communicate. Nobody wants to hop on and talk. I'm pretty sure I have the comments open. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. So if you guys are on here, you guys want to talk, chat, tell me how your guys' Tuesday. It's a Tuesday? Tell me how your guys' Tuesday is going. I will love to see it. I've been up since like 3:30 this morning because somebody was mowing their yard. Literally. It's fun. It's all good. I'm not complaining. Just adding the hood to the poncho. I have another one that I made, different pattern a little bit. But yeah, you guys should be able to, should be a live comment section. Like I said, I haven't went live in a while, so I'm not exactly sure how to work the whole comment section and live streaming videos yet. Like I said, it's been a while. But yeah, this one is Flower Burst, I think. The colors of this one. And it has the fringes on it, so like this. It's just a solid, it's not centered because I'm on the part, but it's got fringes that I put on it. Super cute. Super cute. Excited. Hey Joe. How's your Tuesday going? Just hanging out. Good morning. Yep, there's Leanne. Okay. That's good. I'm glad it's going good. Mine's going pretty good too. Just chugging along. Got any plans for today? My plans are literally to finish this poncho and then get my kids from school. Hey, hey, Donna, hey. The median? And they like, horrible at names, so I apologize. I am currently working on my daughter's poncho, so I'll show you mine. Mine's a little bit different. I'm working on Christmas presents and stuff for the craft show that we're going to be doing. But I finished this one this morning where it's all granny squares. I think I have a short. Yeah, I have a short post too, but it's got the hood on it. Literally just finished it. And I'm working on my daughter's because she wants one. My daughter's? My daughter. Yeah, there you go. So I'm just working on hers. I'm gonna work on Christmas, and then I'm gonna work on craft fairs this coming year. Thank you, Donna. Don't ask me how I did it because I completely winged it. Like, this one, I genuinely don't remember. I think it's just literally you chain it to an even number. So this one's I think is 72 chains, and then you do like the 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets in the each one. Like I said, it's kind of off centered, and then you do the same. You chain, and then make it even on the other side. Got my dog hair on it, and then you just do that 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets, and then chain around, and that's just how you do that one. That one is 80 stitches around, and then you do the granny square corner, and then you do your clusters, granny square corner, like on the opposite end, and then your granny square clusters. I'm trying to use the proper terminology to go back around. Yeah, and then you just keep it going. It's just a repeat. And then the hood is just a solid double crochet, kind of like how you would on a granny blanket, solid granny square blanket. Is that what it's called? But yeah, just getting stuff. I'm not gatekeeping, I promise, if that's the proper word. I'm not gatekeeping how to make them. I don't know. I watched a couple of videos, took a couple of videos together, and just went with it, what made sense. Donna, how's your Tuesday going? Is it going good? Great. Awesome. I would love to know. Mine's been going pretty good. I don't know if you was here for it, but that's good. We had somebody mowing. So like we live in the city, but we're like the country of the city, so we're not exactly city. And I have no hatred when I say this, but somebody decided to cut their grass between 1 a.m. in the morning and 6 a.m. in the morning, so for 6 hours. So everybody was up at like 3:30 this morning, so it was fun. Oh, so fun. Hey, if it was like somebody off on their third shift, if they work third shift and they were off, then that's cool. I'm not complaining. You gotta do you when you can cut your own grass, but I just wasn't expecting anybody to be cutting grass between 1 and 6 a.m. this morning. But it's all right. It's fine. It's cool. It's a high of 72 today, I think. Well, no, it's 72 right now. It's gonna be a high of 81. And it's supposed to rain. Is it supposed to rain where you guys are at or anything? Weather wise. 1, 2, 3. And let's see. I have no idea how long I'm going to be on this live. because depending on where my mom is at, I'll be meeting up with her at some point. Because I gotta get some stuff from her. Oh, okay. Trying to keep it even. So what, like, okay, so here it's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I think the only time it's supposed to not rain at night is I think Thursday night. Which we need the rain, but I'm ready. I'm ready to just have nice warm weather. It's been a long winter. So hopefully you guys, I mean, if y'all need the rain, I hope y'all get it. But if y'all don't want the rain, I hope you don't get it. That makes sense. Hey, whoever else is watching, y'all can join in. My yarn's stuck. Okay. Oh no, my dog does that too. I get that. I get that so much. I'm like, you can't bark when there's somebody here, but you can bark at nothing. I get it. I get it so much. My dog actually has anxiety and Alzheimer's. Poor thing. I'm only laughing because I never heard of it until we had him, and then we couldn't figure out why. See, he was born here at the house. My mom's dog she got loose and ended up getting pregnant right before my mom could get her fixed. So the dog was literally born in my house, and we couldn't figure out why he was just so bad at remembering things and just like I said, I never heard of it. So we took him to the vet. Now he remembers us because he sees us every day. But my mom, when she comes by and other people, he'll just bark like he doesn't know you. And it's like, okay. So he's medicated to help. Poor thing. But yeah, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and anxiety. It's great. It's great. Poor thing. Love him anyways. Oh man, it's great. So if anybody does decide to do a poncho, I know it's 16 inches for the hood for adults. I think it's 12 for a child. Or is it 14? I can't remember. I always do them just a little bit bigger because then, they could grow into it. And they can wear a beanie underneath it if they need to. Okay, I want to cut this. It's just the end from where I started it. Oop. Yeah, I get that. And I'm just like, you don't have to whine. You don't have to. Oh, my dog, he's so funny. He'll sit there and his name is Pippin. And he will sit there and how's he do it? Like he'll sit there and he'll look at you, but if you're in his spot, even though he doesn't have a certain spot, he will climb up on top of you and sit on your lap. And I'm like, you're not a tiny dog. You're a pretty big dog. And he doesn't sit hard on the 5-year-old, but it's just so funny. And then he'll look at you like, what? You're sitting in my spot. It's so funny. And then he'll whine. Like he'll be on your lap and he'll whine at you. I swear. He will whine at you for you to get up, but you can't get up because he's sitting on your lap. So then you have to go and just push him. Just nudge him off. And then he looks at you like, why'd you push me off? And I'm like, you know what? You're such a kid. So funny. Oh, they're great. I love animals. They're so great. I could tell you some stories about it. It's so funny. Oh gosh. So the day, okay, this is how it's played out. So I had my youngest on the 4th, and then we knew my mom's dog was pregnant, but we just didn't know how far along because she was gone for a couple of days. So we can only speculate how far along she was. And we were asleep, and I hear whining, and I'm like, what? Because my youngest was only like 2 weeks old at this point. And I'm like, what is that? And I was like, is that puppies? Wasn't expecting puppies. Like I was, but I wasn't. So like 2 o'clock in the morning, I get up, and there's my mom's dog with 3 little puppies. And I'm like, these are the cutest things ever. And then we kept one. Oh, it's so funny. So it's like having twins in the house. 2 5-year-old twins. Oh, they're just so funny. The things they get into. Jeez. Oh gosh. Dogs are hilarious. Hey, whoever just tuned in. I'm working on a poncho for my daughter for Christmas. I know it's April, but I want to get these done and out of the way so I can start the ones for the craft fair. I'll show you guys some of them. So my daughter's been making bracelets, and her brother's been helping. I've been helping. It's been a family community at this point on Saturdays and after school, but here's just some of them she made. I know it's kind of dark, but like these and these are basically kind of all the same from the same kit, like sets, but these are the ones that she made. So basically I told her, I was like, if you make 1,000 of them, because we kind of have projects that we'll get into, and then we're like, yeah, I want to do this and this and this, and then like it falls through. So I told her, I was like, if you can make 1,000 of them, then we will do a craft share or a craft show. Well, now everybody's doing it. Oh, that's so cool. I am so glad my mom's dog had a little litter. I can only imagine. What breeds are your dogs? Mine is technically a mutt. We know his mom and we know his dad. Um, so before I tell you his breed, so we saw so we didn't know if this lock interaction with the two dogs was that or if it happened prior or after, because we didn't know, but we saw my mom's dog wouldn't come, or like whatever. So right around the corner from my mom's house, my mom had, they had these new neighbors, and we nicknamed this dog Samuel, and because we didn't know his name. So we saw his owner walking one day, and we was like, hey, are you the owner of Samuel? And she was like, what? Samuel? She's like, no, I don't own Samuel. And I was like, the black and white dog around, in the corner belonged to XYZ's old house. And she goes, yeah. She goes, his name is Dozer, though. I was like, oh, okay. So I was asking him, oh, that is so cute. Okay, so there's two there. Okay, so my mom's dog, just because I had to tell you this part because so you understand it. Okay, so my mom's dog is a size of a wiener dog, really fluffy. And the people that my mom got her dog from, the wiener dog got pregnant from a blue heeler husky mix. So my mom's dog was blue heeler, husky, and a wiener dog. The dad, oh my gosh, basically same situation with him, but he's like pit, black lab, golden retriever, husky. I kid you not. A little bit of corgi, a little bit. He's got like 7 different breeds in him. It's so funny. And all 3 of the puppies look different. when my mom's dog had her puppies. So needless to say, we got my mom's dog fixed because like I said, she had an appointment to get her fixed. It didn't happen that way at that moment. Oh, there was border collie. Oh gosh, what was it? I want to tell you all of them. I can't remember all of them because there's so many of them. So bad, so bad. Um, gosh. Oh, golden poodle was one of them, and Dalmatian, and there was one more. I'll say it when I remember it. But basically, Pippin looks like a really fat. Okay, so just so you understand this, he looks like a black lab, but his legs are just a little bit shorter because of all the little breeds. And then he's super chunky and fat, like the fatter breeds. So bad, so bad. And that's how he looks. And then his sister looked like him, but shorter. But she looked more like a. What does she look like? See, I don't have her anymore to really compare now, but basically they kind of look the same. She was just shorter. And then his other sister, we nicknamed her Flat Potato because she looked like a twice baked potato. She was super fluffy, and her legs were. Mind, she was a puppy at the time, but she was like her legs were like this big, and when she would sploot out, she looked like a melted flat potato. It was so funny. But they're all good homes. But yeah, my mom's dog did get fixed after that situation. We was like, we're not doing this again. And then for Father's Day every year, Dozer gets a plastic lawn chair to chew up because that's what he loves. So to keep Dozer from chewing up his mom, Sherry, from tearing up his owner's yard furniture, he tears up his own lawn chair. So that's what he gets every year for Father's Day. It's so funny. It's great. But yeah, dogs are funny. Oh gosh, they're so funny. Oh man. The stories that I could tell of that dog. Woo. Okay, here's one. When my daughter was 2, she was almost 9, so it's a couple years ago. When she was 2, turning 3, there we were at my husband's house that he had at that time, and his brother and his brother's girlfriend had their dogs there, and it was no big deal, whatever. But they had them all in this little like crate thing of all the dog toys and treats and stuff, and she found out that lid can come off of this ottoman that you can sit on. And she got in there and she saw cookies, and she was thinking like Chip Ahoy cookies, Oreo cookies. And my daughter ate a couple of them, and she was like, my stomach hurts really bad. And she was all upset. And we're like, what did you eat? She showed us, and we're like, oh, those are dog cookies. She ate dog cookies. Poor thing. She's fine. She's great. She's fine. She had extra fiber that day and protein, but she's okay. She's good. She was like, I don't understand why they taste like bacon. Cookies are not supposed to taste like bacon. See, I love puppies. They're so cute. Especially little fat chubby ones. I love them. They're adorable. Yeah, I don't understand how it works either because I I genuinely thought that they were gonna say small, just because like how they were when they came out, and then like 2 weeks later and I was like, oh, that's as big as they're gonna get, and then I thought they were gonna get bigger, and I'm like, you're like a short chocolate lab or black lab. I don't understand. Oh, he's such a scaredy cat of the vet too. Oh man, that's great. That's great. Poor thing. He's got to get medicated so he can go in. And then, oh, he's such a problem child. So we were able to because it was the pandemic when he was born. So the vets were like super backed up and everything, because only a certain amount of people could come in and be on the property. And so we ended up getting him and his mom neutered like 2 separate days. So we went one day, went back the next day. And his mom did fantastic getting spayed. We took him in to get neutered, and I have never in my life, never, ever, ever in my life heard of anything like this. And they said, the vet said that if something was to go wrong, we'd call you and let you know, but pickup time would still be the same. And I'm like, cool. Well, then I get a phone call. It was the vet. I swear I'm not making this up. It's so funny. She said, "So I want to let you know, your dog is fine. His name is Pippin, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "He's fine, but I want to let you know that we had to do a little bit more for him while he was getting neutered because while he was under, well, right, we gave him his medicine, and then he threw up on the table, and then because he knows how to play dead too, so he played dead before the medication like fully sit in. So they thought something happened, and he vomited, he salivated all over the place, he pooped on the table, but he was fine. He was good. It was great. He was golden. He was great. And then she was like, "We got him neutered." She was like, "We're gonna keep him overnight for further observation." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." And then I got a phone call a couple hours later, and he's like, "You're gonna have to come get him because he keeps escaping out of the kennels and he keeps unlocking all the other kennels." And I was like, "I'm so sorry. He's an escape artist. I'm so sorry." So we had to go pick him up, and he just walked out there like nothing was wrong. He's like, "I'm a good boy. Didn't do nothing. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." And they were like, "He's not the worst dog we've ever had, but he's right up." No, I swear on everything. I swear. They were like, "He's not bad as in like aggressive. He's dramatic." I swear. And then like because he knows how to play dead, he said that they would go let the dogs out, but then like they couldn't find them. They were like, "Okay, all like these dogs are out. Where's Pippin? Where is patient number?" Nah, he was like up underneath the desk, and he would lay there playing dead, and he would stick his tongue out and play dead. And I was like, "I told y'all he plays dead." Needless to say, I'm glad he got neutered. My bad. So funny. Like I said, the stories I could tell of that dog. He mellowed out now, but it's so bad. So bad. I just remember that day like it was yesterday. It was so great. We go in there and he's just sitting there like, "I'm a good boy. Nothing wrong. Didn't do nothing. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's go home." And they were just looking like he didn't just cause an escape. Gosh. He's something else. Oh gosh. Mm-mm-mm. So funny. Ooh, gosh. Oh man, what else was there that happened with him? God, there were just so many stories. Um, so at the time we had a cat. I love this cat, but it didn't work out, and I had to do what was best. But he we'd have the I know they keep getting to the cabinets. Okay, so I didn't have to baby proof my house. I had to baby proof my dog. I had to like dog proof. And so we came home one day and I was like, "Where's the cat food?" Could not find the cat food. And then I'm looking because he had a kennel that we had to kennel him up in because he's Pippin and he was a puppy. So this little escapee escapes out of the kennel to get Pippin. He escapes out of the kennel, gets into the cabinet, and takes the can of cat food and was eating it. And I'm like, you were fed. And I swear I thought something was gonna happen. I was worried about his poop. We took him to the vet. They kept him there and everything. He ended up being fine. He was good. And I'm like, how do you chew up a can of cat food? So at that point, I had to dog proof my house, my cabinets. Oh, he's special, 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 special. And yeah, he's special. Best way I can explain it. Oh man, I'm still laughing about when he got neutered. Whew, that was funny. Mm, 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 mm. Boy, he's so special. Well, on a funny part, we got him a dog bed, a new updated dog bed for in the living room. And the funny thing is the kids were trying to show him how to lay on the dog bed and to hang out on the dog bed. And now what happens is when the kids get up, because he's a big old brute, and it's funny at this point. Like the kids don't even care. When the kids get up off the couch, he will take their spot. And when he takes their spot, what happens is he will not move, and he will side eye, and he will lay down and dead weight. So then the kids are sitting on the dog bed, and I'm like, Pippin, get up, move. And then because they sit on the dog bed, he goes over there and lays on the dog bed, and I'm like, why are you like this? Wait, my dad had some hens and a rooster, but our neighbors hated them. That is so. Ooh, that makes me so mad. I don't understand why people do that. Hatred is just. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. That's so bad. I know people that will take BB guns and shoot cats with it, and I'm like, why shoot them? It's not fun, right? But there is people out there that will do that, and it's sick. Right around the corner up here from my house, the dogs, not because of the situation, but we had a, not we, my neighbor had a dog, and we were, swear it was so ridiculous, but our neighbor gave the neighbor's dog some poisonous food to try to kill the dog, but the dog was like super freaking friendly. The woman that owned the dog worked as an art teacher at the school, and she would take the dog with them. His name was Lemon, and he was just so well loved, so well behaved, didn't bother nobody, didn't bark at nobody. He was just well loved. He was super well mannered. He did die of cancer recently, but I'm just like, why? Why would you try to poison somebody's dog? And there was cameras, so like you're gonna get caught. People are just nasty and rude and hateful, and I'll never understand people. I really won't. Oh, I need to measure this. Where am I at? Here. Right here. Okay. Right here. It's like every 4. Yeah, I'm using my kid's ruler because I don't know what happened to mine. Yeah, I'm at 4 inches, right? Where's my point? Right here. 3.5. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Damn it. I couldn't. It bothers me when people kill other people's animals. Or even just like, okay, so like you have people that just let their animals run free, and I'm all for, like, if you have a property, let your dogs run free. I do understand animals get out, it happens. But back here behind our house, there was people that walk the flood wall because there's a trail, and people walk the flood wall. Now, if you're on the flood wall, you're supposed to have your animals on a leash because right at the bottom of the flood wall is houses with yards and stuff like that. So I can't let my dog out in our yard because there is people, and there's one in particular that will let his dogs just run wherever wherever they feel like it. And I'm like, first of all, we don't know if your dogs are vicious, not vicious. Like, I love a dog anyways. I will put my face right inside your face. I will lie down. Like, I love animals. I will probably I will probably die getting murdered by a lion or a tiger, okay? Like, that's just say it. But you know, it's just like, don't let your animals run around because you never know. And especially in other people's yards. So if you like, if you know your neighbor has animals, you do the kind thing, and you don't have to take care of the animals, but do your part to make sure that your animals are not being a hindrance to their animals, and vice versa. If that makes any sense at all. Because, I lived out in the country. I'm technically country at this point still, but I am ready to finish this. It won't take long though. My grandmother had a dog named Coco. She was a little chihuahua. She was the color of, let me see if I can find a good example. Oh, basically, she was like a cocoa bean color. And she was a little chihuahua. Now, it wasn't the fact that, okay, so this is my great grandmother. This would be my great great grandmother. It wasn't the fact that her mom didn't like animals or anything, or dogs and stuff. It was just the fact that she was really up there in years, and she couldn't take care of them, and she didn't want like a dog running underneath her feet and everything like that. So my grandmother's dog, when she had her kids were little, my grandmother's I don't know if she was pregnant at the time. I don't remember, but my grandmother's dog would get out of the backyard. And when you're renting a place, it's technically, you could do everything you can, but the landlord has to like come and fix it because you can't make modifications sometimes. Well, this dog would run away to her mom's house. So she'd have to walk up the street and go up there, and she's like, Mama, have you seen Coco? And she would point right underneath her little rocking chair on her front porch, and there was Coco. And she was like, oh, okay. And she'll tell her mom, she was like, so much for not wanting a dog around. Oh, sweet old Coco loved her, loved her. I never got to meet my great great grandmother. She died a year before I was born, right? Like a year and a half before I was even thought of. But from what I know, she was super sweet, super well loved. I love chickens. Oh, what colors are they? Oh my god. See, I wanted to get an egg incubator because, well, Pippin's grandma, technically, has chickens, and she has roosters, and I wanted to like raise them. And I don't care, look, I will let her have the chickens back. I just want to hatch them here at the house. I want to see the little baby chicks, and I want to just love them and nurture them and hold them. I love animals. Like I said, I will probably get mauled to death by some animal. But I am glad your dad got more chicks. They're just so cute. They're so adorable. I don't know if you're local from here, but up in Norwood, Ohio, my aunt's ex-boyfriend, they were together for a very long time. His mom, what was her name? Grandma, uh, Grandma Wood? Why does that not sound right? Anyways, she would I was really little when I would go over there and stuff, and she had roosters like down in the city. She had roosters and chickens like running all around her house, out in the yard, and you just come in and you just see roosters, and it's like, that's cool. That's neat. And I would try to pet them. Man, they were so domesticated. I don't know if she ever killed them though. I don't know if she like kept them to have pets or she kept them to butcher. I don't know, but oh man, I want some chickens. I'm gonna get my yard more fenced in though. I just want to hold some baby chicks. Oh man, I want some baby chickens. I want. Let's see. Do they? Oh, what are they called? If you look up Cog Hill Farm or Mrs. Cog Hill Farm on YouTube, because they're husband and wife. Her name's Brooke, and she got some gray little chickens. Are they gray? They're gray, and I think they're gray and black. But they're like, what are they? She's got the ones that don't fly. But then she's got ones that are smaller than those. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on what they're called. But they do. They look like little bitty penguins. See, look. I would look. Okay, so if I had chickens, because you want ones that are tame. I think I would turn into the chicken lady. Like the pigeon lady off of Home Alone. I would be like that with chickens. I'd be like that with any animal, but with chickens, I would. I would die for a jellyfish too. Like, ah, I, ah. See, they're just so cute. My youngest, so Sherry, her name's Sherry, Pippin's grandma, and like her chickens and my youngest and all them go over there, and so it's right around the corner, and her chickens, and my youngest comes back and he goes, that chicken was so nice, and it was strutting its chicken booty. It was just strutting its chicken booty, have its arms out, chicken booty. Gosh, so funny. And then she's got one chicken that thinks it's a dog because they're raised with dogs too, and it's just so funny. My daughter was like, yeah, gosh, I forget what she's got so many of them, but my daughter was like, Mama Sherry has a chicken that it acts like the dogs. So when you tell the dogs to sit, it sits. When you tell it to speak, it goes, Brock! So funny. I was like, I think that chicken's not just confused, it's really confused. But yeah, it follows her around like a little golden retriever. I love chickens. I love roosters. I'm trying not to sound self-centered and talk about myself, but it's just, I love them. I love them. I love them as much as the story of Pippin when he got neutered, which is so funny. One, two, three. Okay, now we're done. I will probably not have this finished by the time I end this live. I will be pretty far done. I was gonna go live tomorrow, but I've got my oldest has an appointment, and then there's a lot going on tomorrow, and then Thursday my oldest has an appointment, and there's a lot going on Thursday, and then Friday my youngest doesn't have school, and I like to try to spend as much time with my kids as I can. They're out there mowing, because they're only gonna be little ones, and just that reminds me of the Walmart trip. So Saturday, my daughter and I went to Walmart to return some stuff and get some other things that we needed there. And we were getting Vaseline. Okay, I don't have it in here, but I was gonna get Vaseline, but I already got some. So while we're in there looking for the nail polish, do the marble dip, like in the water and you dip your nails. She goes, "Are we getting the gasoline?" I'm like, "What gasoline for what?" She goes, "The gasoline to put on our fingers." I'm like, "I'm not putting gasoline on my fingers. What are you talking about?" She goes, "You said we needed to get gasoline so that we could do the nail marble water thing." And I was like, "You talking about Vaseline?" And she goes, "Yeah." She had everybody in other aisles laughing, and they were like, they some people were like, I hope you're not putting gasoline on your fingers. That would burn. Oh my gosh. But it's so funny how we say things and how things just come out. And when you're little, it's great. It's hilarious. It's so funny. Ooh, there was a time. Okay, so my name's Destiny. My cousin's name is Destiny, and we are technically kind of 2 years apart, but it literally wasn't played out to be like the way it was. But we went down there to they were down to their house one time, and I think I was like 7 and she was 8 turning 9 or something like that, and they had a goose in their down in their barn. And I swear I should have never trusted her. we were The goose was on eggs, and she was like, her and her little brother, who's younger than me, was like, yeah, we can go feed them. I was like, we feed the goose cheese puffs and Cheetos all the time. Like, we'll go feed them. Okay, cool. This goose got up off its nest and chased us straight out of the barn all the way back into the house. And I just looked at them and I'm like, I could have died. I could have died. Needless to say, my first encounter with a goose, well, like, up close. Then a traumatic experience. And then it's funny now looking back at it. And then I don't know what happened, but when I think I was 9. Let's see, my sister was born in November. Yeah, so the following year I was 9. And we were out at the park and we were all fishing. And I don't know what happened exactly. Like, my mom was trying to be funny, but at the same time, like, it wasn't intentional. And she said, like, somehow I ended up with bread in my pocket or something. Like, I think I might have grabbed it and just stuck it in my pocket. I don't know. But the geese saw it, and then I was being chased by a bunch of geese, and I couldn't get them to stop. And my mom was laughing, and she was like, take the bread out of your pocket. Take the bread out of your pocket. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. And I'm like, trying to get it out of my back pocket. Needless to say, I don't do well with geese. My brothers are so loud. See? It's so funny. I would have laughed too. It's funny. It's so funny how we say things. Uh, Gosh. My daughter will say things like, if something doesn't look right or something, she goes, if you close your eyes, it will look, because I do this stuff too. Don't get me wrong. I do this stuff too. But she'll close her eyes and she'll be like, if you close your eye, no, she'll be like, if you close your eyes, it'll look however you want it to look, or like trying to like follow along. Be like, yeah, that's actually pretty smart. And she goes, but you got to have your eyes open. So you got to have your eyes open. But when you look at it with your eyes closed, it will look like it looks like something else. And we're like, and she's like, what I mean is, if you keep your eyes open and imagine something else, or you see it as something else, that's what it'll look like. And we're like, so it has nothing to do with closing your eyes? And she goes, no, I'm sorry. So, oh gosh. Mm-mm-mm. My aunt, my mom's sister, growing up, she was 9 or 11. I think she was like 9 or 10 when I was born. But I couldn't say Erica when I was little, so I called her Erkika because I couldn't say Erica. So she got the name of Erkika, Aunt Erkika. And I think that carried on until I was probably like 5 or 6. Which at that time I knew how to say Erica, but at that point, like, when you say something and nobody corrects you on it, and you're just like, yeah, that's their name. And then my grandmother, their mom, if she was living somewhere, we had to go down this windy road to get to to get down to the house. And over to the right hand side as you're on your way down, it just, I swear on everything. I saw this sign. I'm like, does that say Erica on it? Like, is that Erica Street? And I was like, it can't be. It can't be. So I like type, you know how like you can do like take your phone and go to Google and you can Google search like via video and like photo and stuff. So that's what I did. And by gosh golly, that street is called Erica. And I was like, I never thought. I never thought. Because I always thought it would like say Eureka or Erica or something. But no, it was Erica. I'm like, great. It comes to follow me. Oh man. It's just so funny. It's great. But yeah, I would have been totally embarrassed. Like even growing like okay, so look, I get embarrassed about stuff that I say if I say it wrong or backwards or whatever because I have a tendency of when I say something, and I probably where my kids get it from, but I'll know what I'm saying in my head, and I will say it backwards or wrong or something else when I say it out loud, especially when I'm trying to keep what I'm saying to a minimal of what I'm saying, but also give enough information to process. So my oldest has a problem with comprehending and following through. So I have to give him short instructions, but detailed short instructions without over frying his brain. So I'm trying to explain it to him in a way that would make sense. It's a lot. So, like we'll be standing by the washer and dryer, and I will ask him for his chore. I will like, did you put the dishes in the washer? And he's like, why would I put the dishes in the washer? And I'm like, I mean the dishwasher, Mason. I'm talking about the dishes, man. The dishes. And he goes, yeah, I did. And then, so I'm used to driving a van, and now that I have an SUV, and my husband has a car, and my kids refer, I swear on everything, my kids refer to my SUV, like I call it a car too, but they'll be like, they'll be like, I put my bike in the car, and I'm like, cool, great, and I know they're talking about my car, and I'll sit there and I'll be like, can you run this out? Because like I had surgery and stuff recently, so I'll be like, can you run this bag out to the car? And they'll put it in their dad's car, and I'm like, what? And then I'm like, okay, I mean the SUV, the Acadia, the whatever you want to call it, the GMC, just whatever you want to call it. The chickens are still young, but they are old enough to go into chicken. They're gonna love it. I think it's so cute seeing chickens and stuff. Yeah, see, I think it's so cute when you see them all like bunched up together. But when they first get to see the outside world and what it's like, and they're like, "What is this? What is this? What is this?" Yeah. See, but they'll get used to it. They'll get used to it. I think it's cool how chickens, and I kind of knew this, but refreshed. I think it's cool how chickens, because of the sun, will change their laying of eggs. I think it's just so cool to me. So I knew they did that, but I didn't know it was based upon the sun. I just thought it was like a seasonal thing. But it makes sense. That's just so exciting. I just like chickens. I hope they do well, and I hope nobody attacks each other, because that would be bad and traumatic. I have seen, it makes me sad when you'll have a rooster that's so friendly, protects the flock, but is so friendly. And then you get a rooster, or so didn't know it was a rooster, and then this rooster goes and starts beating up the other rooster that was not aggressive. And it's like, why? Why did you have to start drama? I know it's like territory and wanting the chicks and wanting to be in charge, but just, it's not needed. Be nice. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, so our pastor, this is so funny. Uh, so our pastor has three cats. One is well behaved, one is somewhat well behaved, and the other one is just super crazy, off the wall, ridiculous. So he says, how's he say it? He's like, I got one cat that's saved. I got one cat that's really lost, and he's a sinner. He's like, but I'm trying to spread Jesus to him because he needs it. He's like, I'm trying to get him saved before he hurts himself. So funny. But they just had a bunch of baby goats that are super cute. They're so cute. They said they went out one day and there was just little baby goats. Because animals are gonna have a baby. Sometimes you get an animal and you don't know that they're about to have a baby, but you know, you as owners you kinda know, but you just don't know when it's gonna happen. We came out and there was little baby goats. I just love animals. I could talk about animals all day long. This keeps throwing me off because every rose a different color, but at the same time, it's not dark like the one I made. So I'm like, where's the beginning? Oh, I hope it ends up okay. Hey, look, it could live inside the house. Your dad's gonna have to get that little chicken a little chicken bed and give it its own little room and clothes. Oh, you gotta tell him to get it's plastic and it's got like the little hoop and it's the little arms and they run around like little chicken arms. Like, no, 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 no. So, it'd be so cute. I can see it. I can so see it. I think for because this is a little topic. I think what I want to do is I want to make some little chicken pants for Sherry's chickens. I think that'd be so fun. And get them the little. It's just so funny. So on the topic about birds, I was watching Bailey Sarian, and I don't know if it was a recent video she posted, but it was pretty recent. But it was about pigeons, and I did not know. Like I've heard, but I did not know. There was this one pigeon that was trained like the other ones, and for the was it the Revolutionary War? Can't remember. It was one of them. I know. Yeah, no, it was the Civil War. It was the Civil War, and this pigeon was trained to be a messenger and to carry information back and forth. And the North, see, I wanna say it was the Civil War. You have to watch the video, but because she was giving out a lot of information. But needless to say, the one group of guys were surrounded by the other group of guys, and the other group of guys found out that the pigeons were able to travel to take messages back and forth. So all the other pigeons got shot and they died tragically, but this one pigeon didn't got shot. Like they let him go, he was good, and he got shot. He laid there for a minute, and then he got up and he continued to carry the message back to where it needed to go. That pigeon ended up getting saved by the vets. However, he lost. I think he flew 100 miles or something like that with a bullet through its chest. Like I am talking about that is crazy. It did have to retire. It's in the is it the Smithsonian? It might be in the Smithsonian Museum. I want to say that's where it's at. But it was given a lifetime achievement award. It was given a military discharge and something else. And it ended up losing its leg that day and it went blind. And it's now stuffed. So I thought that was cool. I never knew that. I never knew that. I was like, pigeons are so smart. But yeah, the guys that sent the message was actually they were found. They were saved. I didn't know that. I was like, that is cool. I'm just one of those people where I like to learn information and just like not, I don't know. I like useful information, but things that don't particularly like I could take a box of pizza and set the time to what it says, and then I'll have to look at the instructions like 3 or 4 times just to remember how long it's supposed to cook for. But I can't remember things that have no beneficial value in my life other than that's a really cool fact and remember it. So, don't know. It's just my life. Yes. I then found out too from Bailey's videos on a different topic. I don't know if anybody vapes or smokes. I smoke cigarettes. I well, I quit. I also vaped at one point and I quit. But I found out that vapes have what is it? I think it's okay. I think a cigarette, if it's like a natural cigarette, I'm not talking about like ones full with all the chemicals, but like the average cigarette that is funded by the FDA fully, I think it has 300 to 1,000 chemicals in it. A vape that is regularized by the FDA, not the ones that are like the FDA don't know about, but those have some of them have 3,000 chemicals in it, and some of them have 6,000 chemicals in it. And there was a woman in Ohio. Oh, here it is. It's in my hand. There was a woman in Ohio that actually, um, I'm pretty sure she was in Ohio. I don't know if she moved to Ohio after that or what, but basically, the woman was smoking cigarettes. She started vaping to quit smoking cigarettes. She was so addicted to vaping that she went in for chest pains, couldn't breathe, and everything. Doctors couldn't find anything wrong. Her boyfriend at the time found her unresponsive on the bathroom floor because she just stopped breathing. She had black stuff and like looked like tar coming out of her mouth, her nose, and stuff, things like that. Took her to the hospital. They had to pump out her lungs because it was so full of the toxins and the chemicals and the juices from the vape pens. And I'm like, you know what? Vaping's not okay. I'm kind of glad I quit. No shame to anybody that vapes. Look, I just, they're expensive. They're expensive at this point. And honestly, I'm trying to save money and my health. Now, I will smoke a cigarette every once in a while if I am 100% stressed out. But it's not, it's not crazy. You know, ironically, I started smoking the day I turned, was it when I turned 18? Yeah, because, or right after, I was living with my ex husband at the time, and I started smoking because he stressed me out. And I'm like, this is a toxic situation. But yeah, you live, you learn. So is that chicken like doing okay? If I didn't ask, I don't, might no, I was on a tangent about something, but I hope the chicken's okay. If not, like I said, he can live. Okay. I I would just I ooh. So I know people raise chickens to butcher them. I have nothing against it, you know. But I would get so attached to an animal. I'd be like, no, you can't kill little Johnny and his mama piggy. They're my babies. Oh, I've always joked about wanting to get a miniature cow and put it in the house. Um, one year it was 2023. I went on this like little train ride with my mom. It was a couple hours. Took the kids, and the farm along the side of it had these little mini horses and baby cows and stuff. And I was like, I messaged my husband. I was like, can I get one of these? He's like, no. I would be too. I understand where Dad's coming from. What did he name the chicken? I would have named it Nemo. Just, I would have named him Nemo. Or something along the lines. I saw where this woman was on YouTube, and I think her channel name is Chickenlandia or something. And I think, what was the chicken's name? Was it Bubblicious? I think it was Bubblicious. Now, this was the first video I've ever seen, but she was talking about how Bubblicious died. And there was so many people upset about this chicken. I'm like, that was a very well-loved chicken. And I support that message. Poor thing. She was just like, he just ended up sick one day and nothing he could do. After everything she tried. But yeah, I think Bubblicious, this was a little bit ago, but I think Bubblicious had like the little poof top. What it reminds me of is when you put your hair in a ponytail and it's like scrunchy and then your hair just like falls all over. That's what he looked like. I get that. I like that. I see. Names are important to me. But yeah, I know 100% where you're coming from. I'm like that too. But Pippin, I didn't name Pippin. My husband named Pippin. So it stuck. And his middle name changes quite often, depending on what kid I'm thinking of at that moment. I'll be like Pippin, and then I'll throw out one of my kids' middle names, and I'm like, come here. He's so funny. I think themes are pretty cool too with names. Like if you do like, I've seen people do different themes like based upon a TV show. Oh, you're good. Bye. Thanks for chatting. It was fun. I loved hearing about the chickens. I hope they do well. But it's just so funny. What time is it? Hold on, I gotta see what time it is. Oh, okay. So here in a couple of minutes, I'm going to quit on this and I'm gonna go find my mom because I gotta get a bunch of stuff out of her car that she was at my house the other day and she was giving me a bunch of stuff, but then it just happened that everything kind of went haywire and I forgot to get it. She forgot to actually give it to me. So I gotta go find my mom. Fun. Okay, let's see. It's almost 11. I am going to go find my mom probably about 11:30. Kind of want to go meet up with her before it starts raining. Excited. Let me get some of this pink on here. At the white and at the pink. White and the pink. Okay. Talking to myself. I hope it doesn't rain bad this evening. If it rains bad, I'm going to have to get my little walkers from school, pick them up, which I don't mind. My current favorite song is King of Kings. Who's it by? I can't remember. Anyways, the song is King of Kings. I'm not good at singing, but it's like God the Father, 3 in 1, Holy God the Father, Spirit, Son, One, the Father, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. Something like that. And that's my favorite song right now. And Blessed, and I think it's by something Kirk something. It's like Bless Me. It's like bless me, this the Lord. And then like there's all, and then it goes like favor, give me favor, for all my enemies or something like that. Can't remember. It's a good song. I know it when it's playing, and I play it a lot. I just like them a lot. So I be the conversation. Favor over me. Favor. So I'm the conversation of all my enemies. Favor over me. So I'm the conversation of all my enemies. You know. Bless me, Lord, indeed. Bless me, Lord Almighty, so I can help the ones around me. That something like that. Those are my two favorite songs. They're both kind of new, I think, but they're really good. Hi, whoever hopped on. Nice to see you. No, I'm by myself. I'm working on a poncho. Working on the top, the hood. Favor over me. So I'm the conversation of all my enemies. Favor over me. So I'm the conversation of all my enemies. Hey, whoever's on. Just hanging out, working on this Nitro's event. I'm working on the hood of this poncho. Favor over me. From the conversation of all my enemies. Favor over me. I keep rejoicing even when I'm Hey. Comments are open if you guys want to chat. I'm just currently not done. I'm working on the hood of this poncho for my daughter. Christmas present. I'm starting them now because I want to get the Christmas stuff done out of the way. So that way I can then start working on the stuff for the craft fair that my daughter's wanting to do. I told her, I was like, if you make it, because she's making bracelets, and I was like, if you want to make 1,000 bracelets, then I will definitely do a craft fair. So making bracelets, making ponchos. But then again, I'm making ponchos right now for family for Christmas. Favor over me. So I'm the conversation of all my enemies. Favor over me. I'm the conversation of all my enemies. Favor over me. So I'm the conversation of all my. I gotta get something to eat soon. Okay, I know I said after that, but getting to the pink. So I'm gonna come and rejoice. Come now and rejoice. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a Savior, glory divine. Something foundation, purchase the blood. Wash in the blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, blessing my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. again. I'm just singing. Working on this poncho hood. I think I have like a couple more inches and then I can stitch it together. And then it'll be ready for my daughter. So excited. What am I at though? Because I need to check. Here it is. Buying my kids' ruler right now because I don't know where mine went. That's okay. That's okay. What am I at? Oh, I'm at 5.5 inches. Cool. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song. Hey, whoever's watching, comment. What are y'all up to on this Tuesday? Or is it Wednesday where you're at? Because I know, like, if you're on the other side of the world, it's at nighttime. You know. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. This is the day, and this is the day that the Lord has made. Lord has made. Hey guys, welcome. I see you guys. I'm just singing, working on this poncho hood for my daughter's poncho. Got a couple more inches. I think I have 5. Gotta get to at least 12 and then see how it fits. This is my story. This is my song. Praising my Savior all the day long. Okay, I'm gonna get to like the end of right here and I think I'm gonna quit because I gotta go meet up with my mom. Gotta go get the stuff out of her car that I forgot to get. Praising my Savior all the day long. And this is the day that the Lord has made. The Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I'm so excited. This looks so good. Oh. Okay. I just got excited. I got excited because I know I can finish this today. I just got to finish it. But yeah, I'm gonna get to here. This will be my last stitch. Okay. I am hopping off. I will see you guys next time. I loved hanging out with you guys. And like I said, I will see you guys next time. I don't know if I'll finish the hood on here on this one or via live. But I love hanging out with everybody that commented, that was talking. And oh, hi, I didn't see you, Shiloh. I'm so sorry. I was talking to Donna and just things that were going on. But yeah, I will finish. Hopefully I'll finish this poncho today. I got like maybe 5 more inches left for the hood, and I can do that while the kids are outside playing. And then, yeah, like I said, I enjoyed hanging out with everybody. And I love you guys. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Bye. Ooh, how do I end it? How do I end the live? This way? This way. Yes.